Hello, boys, girls, and NBs, and welcome back to another episode of the Judgiest place on the internet. I have a migraine.
It's my birthday.
And I'm just Christian.
And we are
the Judgies.
Erika birthday week / month / year. Ooh, imagine celebrating a birthday year.
That sounds amazing. Yo.
Just every day expecting more out of people.
My golden birthday year.
Yeah.
We're going all out.
Now, does that start on August 1 of the year prior, or is it like January 1 of the year? Like, do you get just the 7 months and 31 days, or do you go for the full 12 months?
I'd be pretty fucking pissed.
Is it calendar year or like working year?
I'll have to think about it.
Uh-oh.
Well, you got, 4 years? 7 years? How young do you want to be? You got 11 years until you got to worry about it?
Too young.
You got 9 years until you got to worry about it?
All I said was it's the second anniversary of my 26th birthday.
Wouldn't it be the first anniversary?
Yeah, that's a very good point you bring up.
Yes.
That's like saying it's like...
Whatever. Nobody ever said I was good at math, okay?
First
birthday,
annual.
We should say birthday is tomorrow for you.
First of all...
But it will have been in the past for the listeners.
Don't tell me when my own birthday is.
Only my mama can do that. And the doctor who birthed me.
I'm pretty sure that guy died.
Good.
What? The guy that birthed you died? Gave birth to you? Birthed you?
Helped assist in the birth.
The doctor that was in the room when I was born.
Put your mama's legs up in stirrups.
All right, we're done with this.
Guys, let's get into some listener reviews. They've been coming in hot and ready, just like Little Caesars $5 pizza. Pizza, not sponsored.
Oh my god.
Could be, though.
Here's a review. 5 stars from Christian DBZ 23.
Is that Dragon Ball Z?
Now, we do have a
Did
Christian
you write a
on
review?
the podcast
I would
who likes
never-
Dragon Ball Z.
I would never leave a review on my own thing.
Well, let's see. Let's see if it's biased or something. My favorite pod. This pod is hands down my new favorite podcast. I found you guys on TikTok and then started listening to your whole episodes. I even watched them on YouTube. I listened to you guys at work on my headphones, and my coworkers ask why I'm laughing so hard. I told them about your podcast. I just finally listened to all of them, and now I'm bummed because I have to wait until the new episode to come out now. I just wanted to say you guys are awesome, and Christian is my favorite. Keep on judging. It's a little bit of bias there.
There's no bias.
There's no way that was a Christian that we know.
I mean,
There's
he's my favorite too.
There's no way.
That's really sad. Shouldn't you be your favorite?
Fuck no. Have you met me? You're funny.
I mean, I'm my favorite, so.
Well, we're not all narcissists.
I like how
Josh.
you did. Well, I'm my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, brush your hair back. That's a very Erika move there.
You guys got reviews or what? Let's fucking get out of
Wow.
here.
Listen,
I got shit
it's
to do
my
tonight.
birthday, and you're not gonna have an attitude with me. But I do have a review I would like to read. This one is from Judgistan.
Is that like right next to Kazakhstan or what?
That's the country that all the Judgies are from. Inspiring love story. I started listening to this podcast a few weeks ago and binged the whole thing. The relationship dynamics are amazing, and every host is incredibly funny.
Absolutely.
It's also so inspiring to see these two people who are clearly in love do a podcast with their good friend Erika.
Aww. What a great review.
Love that. 5 stars.
Love that for us.
Absolutely love it.
You nailed the dynamics.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
This is my husband's boyfriend.
You know, I was looking at something like really early on. It's like one of the first episodes we say that or something. I can't remember what it was. I'll have to get back to it. But we've been saying that for...
Forever.
Forever.
For a long time. now.
Yeah. Christian, do you have a review?
That's so strange. I also have a review to read here. This is a 5-star review from... Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I was going to say, now imagine an extremely Tommy Wiseau voice.
I got a story, but I'll come back to it. Don't let me forget.
How does Tommy Wiseau give you a tangent? Tangent, Jesus.
Ladies or otherwise?
Otherwise. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
I am in love with this pod. I have listened to a lot of podcasts, and I can say this is one of my favorites. This pod is hilarious. I binged the whole thing while listening They have no punctuation. I binged the whole thing.
It's never your fault, huh?
Read that. Guys, we just talked about I have ADHD, I'm pretty sure. That's the excuse for me not being able to read. I have 0 other symptoms except that, and I'm too embarrassed to try to do an accent. While listening, I imagined all of you would be really hot, and I was not disappointed. Christian and Ricky are smoking hot, and Josh, he's hilarious.
Hell yeah.
His jokes always crack me up and are amazing.
It's so... I'm upset.
Why so?
They're just tearing me down limb from limb.
Yeah, I mean, you had it coming. I also love Aurora. Whenever she laughs or shouts out in the background, it makes my day. Love you, hotties, so much. Thanks.
Thank you. We also love Aurora.
I hope I'm funny looking, at least. You know what I mean?
Not even that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got 2 things. First of all, to all of our listeners, I warned y'all. I said I was going to give you a hot take that I didn't care for Bo Burnham.
Uh-oh, here we go. Bring in more negative reviews.
Listen.
Walk it back. Be like, oh.
I don't love Bo Burnham. I super ultra mega love Bo Burnham.
It's not my style. Okay? Love that he's getting all the attention that he's getting. Like, sure, we definitely need another white man in comedy blowing up.
Literally, his whole bit is about how he shouldn't be famous because he's a white man, but continue.
It's crazy. It's like you almost hold the same views as him.
Anyway, moving on to number 2. So, when you were like, oh, hi, Mark, and then you talked about Tommy and stuff, I saw a conspiracy theory.
Uh-oh.
That D.B. Cooper, do y'all remember D.B. Cooper?
No.
He stole, like, a bunch of money, and he hijacked an airplane.
Okay.
And
then
with a bunch of money.
Disappeared, right?
Yeah.
Jumped out of the airplane.
Jumped out of the airplane into the forest, and, like, nobody has ever caught him. No, and they all said that he had a weird European accent.
Uh-oh.
And they couldn't tell how old he was.
All right.
And then fucking Tommy Wiseau shows up, and all this money that we don't know where it came from.
How did he afford the room?
Weird European accent that we can't identify. Have no idea how fucking old this guy is.
So this guy jumped out of a plane and nobody was none the wiseau.
I fucking hate you.
So
I gotta quit the pod.
Guys, if you're new, welcome. We had a big week this week. We went from like, I don't know what, like 6,000 listens combined a week. This episode already has 23,000. So it's not sustainable, but that's okay. It still feels good.
No, it actually feels bad for me because me and Josh kind of had a running bet that he was like, no, we'll definitely hit at least 10,000 listens within the next 2 months.
By September was like the cutoff.
And I was like, no, if we look at like our linear growth, we'll only be at like 8,000.
These nerds.
And look who was fucking wrong. And now it just has to know that Josh can hold this over him.
I believe it was Mr. Jack.
Is it me, Jesus?
I believe it's sort of like payback for the whole sheesh hat thing. We sort of have, like, we're dead even now. We're on game point here.
Yeah.
Best of 3 wins. But I believe it was Mr. Jack Douglas in a recent video who said, being a content creator is literally just thinking about numbers nonstop. And that's pretty fucking true for me, at least. And Aurora makes fun of me because I'll literally be in bed. It'll be 10:30. I'm like tired as shit. And I just pull out my calculator app and I'm just doing long division.
Who's this guy?
And I'm like, and she's like, there's Josh with his calculator again. And I'm like, yeah, if you check my screen time, there's probably a decent amount of screen time just on that calculator app.
Dude, it's funny. It's embarrassing how, like, I've just stopped using social media. I'm only there to post the stupid.
Don't say stupid, man.
The fantastic.
Well, you're overselling it.
The mediocre thumbnails I make or Instagram posts I make for the week. And that's about it. And then I just stare at our numbers and be like, refresh. Oh, that went up by 3. And then I was like, refresh. It's like, it didn't go up again? Let me close it. Just maybe it's not refreshing right. And it's like I go in a loop of this all day, every day.
Oh, yeah. Bigger number, better person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, guys, I'm sorry. I hope it's not too bad of ASMR. I do have cough drops in.
Bro, you're sick right now.
I'm not sick. I have sore on the back of my throat, and it's not.
How many times do I tell you to quit sucking Christian's dick?
Well, if it didn't have a barb on the end of it, it wouldn't be an issue. But if you're new here, guys, what we do here is talk about
feline penises here.
What the fuck?
What we talk about is Christian's dick shape, size, and girth. But we also read stories from the internet and we judge them.
And sometimes that lines up with my birthday.
That. And sometimes Erika does that.
It's her birthday, Josh. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Yes, I was kidding you.
It's her fucking,
I was kidding you.
It's her fucking birthday.
If I say I was kidding you, does that get me off the hook?
Please continue.
In terms of Christian's penis?
All right.
That's what I call Christian's penis, is the hook.
That's so fucking
This one
gross.
was a Reddit story that was sent to us by a listener.
There we go.
Can I shout out?
Yeah.
Shouts out Vanessa. Thank
Vanessa coming in clutch again.
you. I know. All right. So this one is, am I the asshole? Go figure.
Yes.
Am I the... That is my joke. You're stealing my joke
Got
on
her
my
on her-
birthday.
on my birthday.
On this day of all days. The day of my birth.
You come to me with my joke on the day of my birthday.
Am I the asshole for moving out of my parents' house after they expected me to pay rent for my room?
Yeah. What a dick.
You thought you wouldn't have to pay rent, dude?
This ain't a free fucking country. Wait, hang on.
I, 18 male, just graduated and gonna be starting community college in August. Barely started doing full-time hours, but that'll change to part-time once again once I start my classes. Before my 18th birthday over a month ago, my parents started talking about how they expect me to pay for rent, then half of the bills if I expected to stay there.
Half of the bills?
That's insane.
That wasn't the problem. The issue was they were expecting me to pay more than $1,300 a month for my tiny-ass room that I share with my little brother. Not including half of the bills that they expected me to pay.
$1,300 plus half the bills?
Yes.
I want to know what the fucking, housing market is in this area, because that's an insane price.
Most apartments in our city are around that range, but that's for the whole ass apartment, not a single bedroom, plus sharing a space with everyone else. Most of my paycheck would just be going to that then. I asked my parents, I don't have a problem with helping with bills and paying for my room if they made the rent to be lower. They said that's how much they agreed on, so that's what I'd have to pay if I want to keep staying there.
That's what the parents agreed on, not the kid.
Correct.
Ah.
That makes sense.
The parents are just practicing to be slumlords.
Yeah, they're getting you ready for the real world.
I was going to say, maybe they're preparing him for future slumlords.
Yeah, okay. Listen, son, it's going to happen out there. I'd rather it happen under our own house.
Maybe I'd make a buck.
If you're going to get taken advantage of, I want it to be under my roof.
So I said, fine. And I talked to one of my friends I already knew had his own place, but was looking for a roommate the past couple months. Ended up going with him, and he added me to the lease. My own room and bathroom, plus the total for rent and my half of the bills, is way less than the rent by itself that my parents expected me to pay. But the thing is, they're super mad at me for leaving. My mom ignored me when I moved out, and my dad kept saying how he was disappointed in me.
Why? What? Insane.
For a while, they were hoping to rely on me with helping out with their mortgage payments on the house, also with the bills. So now that I've chosen to leave and said, my dad says I'm going to leave them really struggling, and he can't believe I decided to be selfish instead of helping my family out.
Fuck these guys. Why don't you just say that instead of I would really appreciate you helping us out with stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of being nope, you gotta pay the bills and if you want to live under my roof, you have to pay me rent.
Yeah.
And then be mad when he's like, okay, well, I found cheaper rent.
Which is what you should be doing. If you're, let's say it's not your parents' house, you're out in the real world, and your landlord's like, hey, I'm upping your rent, and you have to pay this absorbent amount.
Great word.
Thanks. You're not going to do that. You're going to go find somewhere else to live.
Yeah. These parents are nuts.
Yeah.
This dude's not the asshole, but these parents are, they're bonkers.
What's the point? Did they say specifically that the parents need the money? Or is it just we thought you would help out? Because if the parents need the money, this doesn't apply. But what's the end goal for the parents in the situation of because what if the kid doesn't pay? You're just going to evict your child?
Yeah.
He says, my dad says I'm going to leave them really struggling, and he can't believe I decided to be so selfish.
So they need the money.
Yeah.
That's that. But let's say like in other circumstances where it is just like the parents being like, if you're gonna live here, you have to pay rent. What's your power play? Are you gonna evict your own child? I mean, some people do, and that's fucked. But like, you're not an asshole for that.
What's the old saying? As soon as you're 18, I'm gonna break your dish and burn your bed.
What? Yeah, you've never heard that saying, Josh?
Yeah, that old saying.
Oh, my dad used to say that to me all the time.
Abusive parents say to their kids. Jesus Christ, Erika.
But my mom never did. She liked me.
My mom said, as soon as you're 18, I'm fixing your dish and what was the other half?
Burning your bed.
And unburning your bed.
I think it's just, I don't think he actually ever meant it.
Right. Yeah. Well,
probably not. I mean, there was a part of me that I was always scared he was going to do it. Joke's on him. I moved out first.
You stupid bitch.
I mean, how much, unless there's like a significant change, the financial situation should never be on a child.
Correct.
But sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
That should, be adults.
But also, like, if they were relying on him for financial reasons, don't you think it would start before you're 18? It's like, he clearly already had a job.
Right.
So it's like,
they were just waiting for an excuse.
Yeah.
To have it to be more socially acceptable.
Like
I know
you're
an adult now.
It's like a tough talk, but it's like, if
Right.
you're really in that rough of a spot, I think you should be able to talk with your family about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this kid is not the asshole.
No.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Maybe now what you know, knowing what you know now, maybe talk with your parents and say like, I can move in, but I'm gonna pay like maybe
this
way less.
Yeah. And that's what one of the comments said. You know, if there's 4 people total living in the house, if he was paying his share, a fourth of it,
right,
to help cover the cost of him living there,
right,
Yeah.
that would be more acceptable.
Right.
Or even if they were, willing to say, oh, I will help pitch in X amount a month to help, but really it should just be this. I don't know.
What's funny too is like, I mean, obviously the parents probably don't want to do this, but they are crippling his success down the line as well, where it's like,
well, yeah, I mean, if he's paying pretty much 90% of his paycheck every month, how is he ever going to afford to save up money
to move out,
to do, to live?
Yeah. So hope it all works out, I guess, but
yeah, hopefully the new apartment's cool. So
what? I love how you're like, I want to know the housing market. And you just immediately, well, here's the housing market. It's exactly the same, actually. God, where do the parents get off?
All right. You ready for another one?
Oh, yeah.
Always.
It's another Am I the Asshole?
Classic. Was
Am
this
I the
listener
asshole?
submitted?
No.
Cool.
I found this one today.
Ooh,
believe it or not.
Hot off the presses.
I found it. It's got 16 upvotes and 23 comments.
Wow.
And I was there within the first 4 minutes.
Is this a screenshot or is this
Nope.
an all natural?
It's an all natural.
Damn.
I trusted it not to be deleted.
Somebody said that the shade of lipstick that the guy wears on our podcast is very good. And Christian, how you get your lips so luscious, man?
Before we record, I actually get a cup and I do.
You give it the Kylie Jenner?
Yeah, I give it a quick Kylie Jenner treatment.
Nice.
Try to plump them up a bit.
I don't wear lipstick, guys. I just got big old red things on my face.
Mine is Lipstick Queen in the shade Frog Princess.
Lipstick Queen is the brand?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And it changes based on your pH. So each individual has a different shade. So the tube of lipstick is green, but it goes on kind of a clear pinkish color, and then your pH will change it to your perfect shade.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I also have it in the shade Hello Sailor, which is blue, but that's more of like a purpley color, and it's not my favorite.
So do you what's your mouth pH looking like for all the listeners? Like, what do you think that is? Like a 7.2?
I don't know.
Because you're basic.
I fucking hate you.
Got her ass.
On my birthday.
Got her ass.
All right.
Before your birthday, you're gonna die before he got you so good. You're dead before you even turn 27.
Fucking R.I.P. Erika.
No 27 club for Erika.
Oh no, that would be so sad. You die the day before you're 27, so us famous podcasters don't even get on the list of Jimi Hendrix and others.
All right. This next
Hopefully
one.
this story really brightens up these moods.
It's
Sorry.
not.
Am I the asshole for getting murdered?
You got the first 3 words right.
Am I the asshole?
Forgetting.
Uh-oh.
Forgetting what? That it's my girlfriend's birthday? My wife's birthday?
No, it's for getting.
Am I the asshole for getting into an argument with my boyfriend? I don't know, Christian. Am I?
Am I, Christian?
I'm a long-time lurker and a first-time poster. This is a throwaway because my boyfriend is active on Reddit. Aren't they all?
A classic boyfriend move, being active on Reddit.
So my boyfriend, male 21, and I, female 19, have been together for a year and a half. I moved in with him at the beginning of the summer. Even though we live together, we've been pretty busy with work and classes, so we don't really get time to spend with each other. We planned to spend last night together. He told me he would be home at 7, and we would cook dinner together and watch a movie. Well, he didn't show up.
Just didn't show up.
Didn't show up. I called him a few times and I texted him too, but I got absolutely nothing back. He ended up coming home at midnight and he was drunk. He told me that he had to stay late, and then afterwards he went with some of his friends to get drinks. I reminded him about the date that we had planned and was trying to explain to him that I was upset that he didn't even text me or call me back. He made some comments about how I was overreacting and being ridiculous. That really just made me more upset. I reminded him that we planned this evening a few weeks ago and that I was angry because he didn't prioritize our relationship. He cut me off and started yelling about how he wasn't going to risk his job to spend time with me. I told him that's not what I was saying, but he doubled down, saying I was controlling and trying to keep him away from his friends, and that I think the world revolves around me. And then he said, I think you just like it when I think you just liked it when I wasn't successful so that you could have me all to yourself. And then he went to take a shower.
Damn.
I went to bed and he slept on the couch. I'm looking back on last night and I feel so conflicted. This is the first time we fought like this, and he's usually so sweet and caring. I think I might be the asshole because I could have brought it up in the morning when he was sober, and I guess I was just letting my emotions get the best of me.
What's the big three? Gatekeep. Gaslight. Girl boss. You're getting fucking fucked by this dude.
Yeah.
Just absolute gaslighting. Like,
Yeah.
if fellas, take notes. If you're gonna be in a relationship with somebody, this is the exact thing to not do.
Yeah.
You completely blame them for having emotions, completely forget your engagement, and then say that it's not your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a bold strategy you had going on.
And
there.
it kind of worked because this lady is in an abusive relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in a relationship like this, fucking get out.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele style. And fucking just wait. Just like, that's horrible.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this all could have... I'm going to say this every time, every episode. Fucking communicate with your partner. Like, literally, all he had to do was text her and say, I have to work late tonight. The boys asked me to get drinks. And then she could have been like, we were supposed to have date night tonight. And he would have been like, I'm sorry, we'll have a rain check.
And then she'd be mad.
She'd still be upset about it, but at least she knows that he's safe.
And he's being respectful of her plans
her
and
time.
feelings.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was insane that he's like, I had to do it for my job. I had to go out with the boys.
I'm not going to risk my job to spend time with you. What? She literally never asked you to.
They were going to the strip club, and I had to go because my boss would have thought I was a pussy if I bitched out.
My boss literally said, if I don't see titties in your face tonight, you're getting a demotion.
Joke's on you guys. He's actually a bouncer at a strip club. He was already there.
I'm going out for work, and by going out, I mean I'm going in.
I mean, I'm clocking out, and I'm taking my pay, and I'm going to the stage.
I'm clocking out, and I'm cocking in, if you know what I'm saying.
And I think I've been watching too much, like, I Think You Should Leave, because the idea of him doubling down, that's all I could think about is, like, I think
Tim
you should
Robinson
leave.
screaming.
Just him going absolutely nuts. Just like,
Another hot take.
Don't even say it, Erika.
you have enjoyed it. You have enjoyed it.
When?
I think you should leave, actually.
Okay.
I made
Bye.
you watch it like 4 times.
Good luck
now.
with your ratings.
They'd probably be slightly...
They would plummet.
Yeah, it's fine.
You know how our listenership's 70% female?
Our TikTok's 50-50.
Well, that's because we just get pushed out to everybody. Our actual listenership they would be like, fuck these two guys talking like, yeah, this dude sucks and we need to communicate. And they're like, what the fuck do they know? It's like, good point.
Fair. It's just what the world we need. 2 more white men talking.
Kind
Actually,
of
that's
Bo
our whole bit
Burnham-esque.
here.
What's that?
I said that's our whole bit here.
Right.
Is that, we don't want 2 more white men.
Right. Wait, new podcast. Two more white men.
You could have really fucking brought this up the other week. I mean, I gave you guys the heads up of like, this is my idea for the circle jerk, and you fucking wait 2 weeks?
No, I thought about this earlier while I was over there playing Pokemon Unite. Remember, Christian, way back when we had an original idea for a spin-off podcast. I don't know if you remember this. I don't remember. We didn't come up with a name or anything, but it was episode 1 would be 1 minute long. Episode 2 would be 2 minutes long, and then so on and so forth.
We need to capitalize on this before it gets taken.
But you would have to have a background following before you started it. Because like we thought it'd be really funny if the first episode, like the intro and outro song, was like 29 seconds. So the first episode was 29 seconds, 2 seconds of like, and that's it, and back into the outro music.
We're gonna have to cut all of this because this is too good of an idea.
It's amazing.
Could you imagine that too? Because we already talk over each other so much that just trying to squeeze in for both of our egos to fit into a 2-second window would be real rough.
Erika, what's the most you've ever been gaslit or gatekeeped or girl bossed?
Can we play back every episode really quick?
I don't gaslight you.
We do not gaslight you. If you think this is gaslighting, then you have something else coming. And that's gatekeeping, fellas. Any girl bosses in us?
I don't know what it means to girl boss somebody.
I mean, I don't think you girl boss somebody. I think the meme is like girl bosses gaslight and gatekeep, but
okay.
And what was the guy one? What was the guy one?
I don't know the girl one. I don't know what the guy one is either.
What was the guy one? I'll look it up on the break.
It's gotta also be gaslighting, right?
No, because it doesn't start with a G. What do you think, Erika?
I had several thoughts, but I got talked over so many times I forgot what they were.
Yeah, it's a problem on this podcast. I think we need like a little notepad or something.
Like a talking stick? Can I?
A talking stick?
We'll just pass it around.
I think these are technically talking sticks. I think the little microphones in front of us do that. Once we get an actual setup and our mics can like be muted, Christian and I will just keep going, and you'll just be saying the actual shit like right into your microphone, and we'll just cut out our audio and throw yours in. Be a whole other podcast.
It will honestly be a game changer.
Let's do that.
Okay.
What are we
Well,
waiting
then stop
for?
saying you don't like Bo Burnham, because we're losing in listeners left and right.
I love Bo Burnham so much.
Clip it. Put it on TikTok.
I'm so sorry, Bo Burnham. Please tell all your followers to love me.
We only want to farm the parasocials. If we can get as rabid of a fan base as Bo Burnham, then that'd be great.
Okay, you want another one?
Erika, I wouldn't just want another one. Daddy needs another one.
Can we actually get that one more time?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll get it clean here. Daddy needs another one.
Nice.
And this is my impression of the president/CEO of Nabisco asking for another treat. Daddy needs another butter one.
He did it. He perfected comedy.
And this is my impression of...
No, that's enough. Like a rule of 3.
This is the third, though. This is my impression of a cow farm owner asking for a singular more cow. Daddy needs an udder one. So... Was that an Aurora sigh from the other room?
Sigh.
Jesus Christ.
I like that. We've done Insane Parents before, haven't we?
No. Whoop.
This one's from r/InsaneParents.
Ooh.
The title says, Insane parents want their 5-year-old to get a tattoo.
Oh, jeez.
This is a screenshot from a Facebook post.
Classic Erika form there.
Does this count as a whoop?
What do you mean?
Because it's from
Facebook. I'm sorry. I thought it was a Facebook screenshot Reddit.
I mean, listen, all right. I know that some of mine come about in a convoluted way, but this one is just...
Another great word.
It's a picture. Convoluted is pretty common.
It's a great word.
Thanks.
I was talking about
So the Facebook post says, anyone know any places to take Jackson for a tattoo? Just because he's so young, I don't know any places that'll do it myself. I don't know any places myself that'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Need recommendations.
Nowhere.
First comment says, how old is he? If he's a child, he can't get a tattoo, LOL.
Right.
And the poster says, he's 5. I know it's a little young, but I found a really nice tat that's sort of a mother-son kind of thing, and I want to get him it for his 6th birthday in May. Plus, children can get tats if they have a parent with them when they get it done.
What was the kid's name?
Jackson.
Jackson's gonna look so fucking badass with that fucking sleeve at 6.
Jack, just get him drunk, go out for a night in the town. He'll just waddle into a fucking tattoo shop. It's what we do when we're drunk.
So the person that commented replied to her reply and said, are you insane? You want your little child to get a permanent thing on his body that hasn't even developed yet, and it's something he can't even consent to? Hell, most 16-year-olds still can't get a tattoo on their own. So I'm actually sitting here in shock that you think that one at 5 is acceptable. You definitely won't find any places that will do that.
6, not 5. Let's be
going
reasonable.
on 6.
Yeah, he's 5 going on 18. Let's be.
And then the mom, I'm assuming it's a mom, replied and said, last time I checked, you don't have a kid, ?
Got her
So
ass.
don't lecture me about my parenting. Just because you think it's wrong doesn't mean it is.
Oh, yeah. Nailed it. Great defense. Fucking
Sorry,
crazy.
I'm a
Absolutely
fucking
bonkers.
badass. I'm a fucking badass parent.
I'm the cool mom. His dad's kind of lame. We divorced, but like he won't even let him get fucking tatted up. His hero, my hero is Post Malone, so like I want him to like get the same tattoos.
Absolutely insane.
Where's the best place to tattoo a 6-year-old? Like if you had to put one on.
So I have seen this before where like parents will get like a medical bracelet tattooed onto their children. So like if their child is deathly allergic to peanuts or has epilepsy or is diabetic or whatever.
Or just wants to look sick as fuck, yeah.
Yeah. They'll tattoo like on their wrist or the back of their hand or something that says like, whatever you would wear on a medical bracelet.
Don't give me peanuts, please.
Yeah, or like allergic to penicillin or something if something happened.
If asphyxiating, please give EpiPen.
Just NOP-nuts. Just
fucking nuts.
Just right across the knuckles. Oh, jeez. But yeah, I mean, I don't know who would ever do this.
I'm just imagining like when people get pregnant and they have a tattoo on them, how bad like that can like stretch and like do that. I just imagine like any tattoo that you think is gonna on a 6-year-old, just how much they're gonna grow. It's gonna be ruined in 7 years even. Like why would you waste money like that?
yeah.
Because they're clearly insane. Like
Yeah.
that's the whole premise.
I mean, but where would be the best place to put a tattoo on a 6-year-old? Like ankle?
No.
I'm gonna go ass cheek so they can cover it up their whole life.
Yeah, like somewhere where it can't ever show.
I think she said it's gonna be like a mom and son tattoo, so I'm thinking just like heart on the arm that says mom.
Yeah.
Like the classic Americana tattoo.
Yeah, and then and son underneath of it.
Well, yes. Obviously. That was heavily implied.
You guys want another one, or you want a circle jerk? Or I kind
of wanted to talk about this one more.
Oh, you got more to say?
Oh,
I'm sorry. What?
Let's say a 6-year-old gets a tattoo. What do you think it's going to be? Like blocks? Like what's a 6-year-old interested in?
Dragon.
Ryan's Toys reviews? Like what's like, I don't know. What's your first tattoo, Erika? Was it the...
My first tattoo is a hamsa, which is a hand with an eye in the center of the palm.
And why did you get that?
Because it's kind of like a good luck charm. It's supposed to like ward off evil or...
So like what's a good luck charm to a 6-year-old? Like
Lucky Charms.
The Lucky Charms leprechaun? Yeah.
For sure.
Oh shit, that actually pretty sick. If you have it like on your ankle or something and you're like, you're never gonna catch me, and then he just takes off on the playground, gets belted by a fucking kickball in the dome.
Do you think you can get hit with like a copyright strike on that? Or what's the legality on that?
I think it's only if you're like making money off of it.
General Mills is coming for his ass. They're gonna sue a 6-year-old because they took the character logo.
But in like beach volleyball and shit, they'll put like temporary tattoos on their bodies, advertising for companies.
That's insane. Like Olympics or?
No, I don't think it's in Olympics.
I mean, I guess that's not different than like soccer kits where they like sell the logos on the jerseys and stuff. But love capitalism. That should be the compromise here, though, right? Like henna tattoo. Fuck. How many 6-year-olds have tattoos that are just the fucking water ones?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just reapply that every 6 to 8 days.
Yeah, and they make those like I get an ad for it all the time on
Yeah,
Instagram.
It's so crazy. This episode's brought to you by Inkbox.com. Use our code
Curtis Connor at checkout. That's where they send you a box of ink for your printer.
I was looking up the whole time. I was waiting to get in the joke. I'm sorry, Erika. I know it's your birthday.
It's my birthday, though. I think we need to take a break.
I honestly think we need to get sponsored by Inkbox. I can come in with like Judge Life on my torso.
JUDGIES pod.
Exclamation point.
Judgies exclamation point?
Yeah.
Okay. How about we go on a break exclamation point?
Boo.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back to this half of the podcast. Erika, Circle Jerge time, of course, we're going to talk about your birthday.
Oh, weird. I didn't know it was my birthday.
We kind of spent the entire rest of the podcast talking about your birthday. But we got a little surprise for you.
Huh?
So, I said we got a little surprise for you.
Bring in the dancing lobsters.
Oh, hell yeah.
I said we
got a little surprise for you.
We got a surprise that's little for you.
All right, bring it
Happy birthday to you.
Oh my god.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Erika. Happy birthday to you. You can't even see the cake on camera, but it's fine.
Sorry, I got you.
Oh, they catch on fire.
Absolutely pathetic.
Amazing.
Birthday.
27 years young. 27 great
Thank you.
years on God's green earth. And it's on the pod.
It's freaking. It's gonna be in the annals now, dude.
Of course, Aurora and I
That brush is so good.
both contributed 50-50 on this. Me being I bought it, her doing all of the hard labor.
It looks amazing. Thank you.
And also I gave input on whether she should or should not pipe it. And I said I'm the only one who's going to pipe some cake in this household, so
Well, I'm
Dude,
really
I've been
glad that you
piping
did.
cake in here for years.
How do you feel, Erika? How's it feel to be old like the rest of us?
Well, I'm still younger than all of you, except
Yeah.
for Aurora.
So 27, how's it feel?
Well, it's not my birthday yet.
Oh,
It's
so
tomorrow.
now it's not your birthday
So,
yet. So we can talk over you, huh?
No.
Guess it's fine, huh? Are you like old enough yet that you can feel your bones osteoporizing? What would it be called?
Jesus Christ, that's so grim. Osteoporizing is a bad.
Well, I threw my back out for the first time when I was 26, so
Only downhill from there, baby.
yeah.
We're not going to eat it on the podcast.
I want to eat it. I want to eat it on the pod.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
reading.
make it.
I can't read it on the pod.
But yeah, 27.
I mean,
What
I
is-
wasn't scared about dying until you like brought up the whole 27 club. Like even when you talked about
Yeah.
being 27 and like,
Mhm.
oh, we gotta get famous before the 20. You know, I was like, fucking nerd. 27 years old, and now I'm 27.
Hey, what? 3 weeks ago?
I mean, 5. 27 is like the new 26. So like you're fine.
You know what's even funnier than 26?
Uh-oh.
27.
This podcast?
Yes.
So you got
Actually,
anything else? Oh.
This whole podcast sucks. Like we gotta just start over.
The
The whole
entire
episode?
No, the entire.
It's funfetti.
It is funfetti cake.
I love funfetti cake.
Let's take a break while we eat it.
Are we restarting the entire
Look at
episode or
how
like the entire
beautiful
series?
that is.
I think we should just restart and just do the 1 minute podcast thing. Like just 1 minute.
Yeah, you want to just start right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so someone set a timer.
Oh, it's ass. It's an ass cake.
What's
it's
up?
so bad.
You can have all of it then if it's so bad. We don't
It's
want to
so
eat
bad.
any
You
of
guys
it.
can't have any of it.
Babe,
I'm just
we're-
trying to like help you out. You can't have any because it's bad.
You fucking idiot. Hey, guess what? Guess who's running the show now? Remember when you're like, oh, I have a migraine. I don't know how much I can carry this one. You're carrying it, buddy.
So I just talk while you guys eat?
Yeah, I would just say like kind of riff for a while.
Guys, so big news on the Twitter sphere in terms of Hosh Smith. Please go follow me at Hosh Smith on Twitter sphere.
I'm going to stop you right there, actually. I'm done eating.
So it's been, somebody tweeted at me today. Of course, if you go to my profile at Hosh Smith on Twitter, I have a pinned tweet. It's the thumb people from Spy Kids are extremely
Oh my
fuckable. They
God.
dummy thick and they got that thummy dick. Now this
The
been-
Spy Kids thumb people will never die. Like I don't want to talk about your thumb people tweets anymore.
Well, here's the thing, Erika, in terms of birthdays, somebody just tweeted at me today. It's almost a year old. So it turns a year old on August 23rd. So I'm thinking we're trying to, knock on wood, start Patreon stuff starting in the month of August. And maybe that can be our first Patreon, is maybe just like...
You deleting that tweet?
Well,
I'll pay for that.
I'll pay for that.
We're going to have a 3.5 hour episode where we just kind of try to punch up that tweet.
I don't know, maybe we just like kick back, watch some Carmen and some
Spy Kids
Antonio
3.
Banderas, and just like have a Judgies watch party watching Spy Kids. Who says no?
I don't.
You can't tell me you don't like Spy Kids, Erika.
I'm not saying that.
If we get a 1-star review saying I would have given this a 5-star, but Erika doesn't like Spy Kids,
I literally didn't say that.
you didn't not say it. Yo,
It was heavily
It's
implied.
fine.
Spy Kid. It's fine. How about
It's
Spy
fine.
Kids 2?
Worse.
No, it has Steve Buscemi.
Which one has...
Taylor Lautner?
No.
That's Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yeah, I was gonna make fun of him.
Oh, yeah. Make fun of him then. George...
Costanza?
Of the Jungle.
George Lopez?
George Lopez.
Is that Spy Kids 3D?
I think so.
There's 3 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a 4th one that doesn't have the main ones, I think. The main characters.
Man, George Lopez was like so far out of my brain. All I could hear was
Lowrider
Rider.
by War. How's the cake, guys?
Delicious.
It was
I mean,
good.
it's so bad. I can't let you guys eat it.
No, it's good, but I might have like a sugar crash on the pot. I'm kind of doing all of the work here on this week's episode since
Yeah.
someone has a migraine and someone thinks, "Oh, it's my birthday. I won't even read probably."
So Christian's been having a birthday year this whole time. That's why he doesn't read well. He's like, oh, it's my birthday. I'll just half-ass it this time.
Well, you know how we talked about having a birthday year? It's kind of my year.
Yeah. Well, of course, you say you have ADHD, which just stands for another damn happy birthday. So, like, you sort of call birthdays birthdays, right?
Yeah, that one I can't really blame on the ADHD.
Guys-
It's more on the...
Have we done 2Xchromosomes?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was actually the one about the... Ooh, I think it was the one with the person talking with her vagina.
Sounds right.
I think that was 2Xchromosomes.
My boyfriend just looked me in the eyes and very seriously said, okay, this is going to sound sexist and weird, but I have to ask.
Okay.
You have your period, right? Me thinking this is going to be something dumb and stereotypical about hormones and mood swings. Yes. Isn't that going to attract bears?
Are they camping?
We are going to be camping 45 minutes away from Milwaukee. Bears don't like to come down this far south into the state. Also, that's a myth. Snow baby, you don't have to protect me from bears this weekend. I love my silly city boy from the south. Edit. I asked him if I just missed the Anchorman joke before I told him about this post. The answer is no, he was serious. He's just a sweet, considerate man, if a bit confused about the menstrual blood predator myth.
Did he watch Anchorman and think that was true knowledge he was learning?
I guess.
I mean, let's just say hypothetically, someone was to be like, is this true though? Is there no truth behind this? Hypothetically?
Why would a bear be attracted by any blood in general? They're not
Oh, sharks are attracted to blood in the water.
Yeah, but they're predators.
Here's a life
Also,
pro tip from the comments. Do you want to go?
To be
It's
fair,
your
we were
birthday.
mid-conversation on that one.
Also, to be fair, you two...
It's your birthday, you're right.
Yes, you two get mad at me when I'm waiting around. I go to say something and you're like, well, it's just riffing because you were quiet. You didn't say nothing.
I mean, it's been 20 episodes since I said that.
And guess who hasn't forgot, Josh? And maybe you just you fall on the sword on this one. It's her fucking birthday, Josh.
Pro-life tip, if you're scared of attracting bears, the biggest thing you'll want to avoid bringing on your trip would be a picnic basket.
Jesus Christ. That's what we needed to...
I'm glad we stopped talking.
Can you give us a little bit of an impression?
Hey, boo-boo.
That's
Wow.
all right. You just been holding that in the fucking chamber the whole time? You just had a good old yogi in you?
This whole time you've had a yogi?
Yeah.
Wow.
Took you 27 years to pull it out of the pocket.
Hey, boo-boo.
It's going downhill.
It's
Go
very-
get that picnic basket.
No, it's going away. You're losing it.
Just like you threw out your back, you threw out the impression.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Now, is it spelt picnic basket?
Yeah, he's got the dashes in between.
Okay.
Picnic basket. Hey.
You
Hey,
fucking
boo-boo.
from New York now? There ain't no bears in New York. They don't go that far
You're
downstate. Would be really funny if this... was that sexist? At least he asked in a nice way.
Mm.
And he's learning, right? That's all you can
Mhm.
ask from someone is learn.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Men are fucking dumb, as
Yeah.
we've brought up a time or two on this podcast.
Yeah.
So
Well, and to be fair, and we've said it before, sex ed, not comprehensive enough in our nation here.
Wisconsin, you could have done a little better.
I mean, you don't know he's from Wisconsin.
He lives in Wisconsin.
That doesn't mean he's
They're-
from Wisconsin.
They're visiting Milwaukee. They could live anywhere, Christian. There's these big metal birds in the fucking sky. They're called planes.
Who takes a fucking plane to go camping in
That's
by Milwaukee?
Yeah, I'm gonna go leave a giant carbon footprint to go live in nature. I guess probably a lot of people.
All right, you ready for a listener submission?
Yes, and guys, we're gonna put on the last episode, but also send in some sounds for our listener submission. It can be anything. It's all
Oh, yeah, because we were going to do the whoop,
right.
but we need a new sound.
So that can be you guys. We want it from our listeners. So DM us on Instagram. Erika, where's that at?
Instagram?
At Judgies Pod.
Oh, it's at Judgies Pod. JUDGIES. What?
The Instagram
You said
headquarters
it.
in Sacramento, California.
Love your show. Here you go. It's time for the judges to judge their listeners.
All right, so this listener submission is from our Gmail. So you can send listener submissions to Instagram, or you can send them to our Gmail account. It's it's just judgiespod@gmail.com. And this is from, give me a girl name.
Rebecca.
This is from Rebecca.
Becca for short.
Am I the asshole for getting a man fired for catcalling me?
Absolutely, dude.
So this is, I, 14 female, was on a run in my
Oh.
neighborhood when a man in his car yelled, "Nice ass."
Holy fuck.
I didn't know what to do, so I kept running. I later posted about it on my
Rightfully so.
neighborhood Facebook page. A woman at least 25 said that she had a similar experience and even had a picture of the car. Someone else recognized the car and gave us his info. Apparently, his employer saw it and confronted him. When others came forward, he was fired. So am I the asshole for not only getting him fired, but probably making it harder for him to get a job in the future?
No.
No.
Don't feel
Ugh.
bad for one fucking second.
I love this story so much because, fuck that man. Okay, you're 14. Well, don't fuck. Wait,
You're fine.
this is a bad guy, okay? Also, if he's clearly a shitty person, I mean, what's that saying? Like, karma's a bitch or whatever?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, karma will come
No.
and break your bowl and burn your bed.
Yeah, I was gonna say now they're saying no one's ever said before, but
Okay, I know karma's a bitch is a
No,
common one.
it's karma's a beach.
Fuck. Really?
Yeah, because it's like high tides and low tides.
Yo, that makes a lot of sense.
Life's a bitch.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Anyway, but like, this dude clearly got himself fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What else? What else is there to do? Like, he has to somehow be reprimanded to potentially try to fucking learn. Like, hey, maybe don't fucking drive around and make women feel uncomfortable in their own neighborhood
Correct.
or anywhere, but
Yeah.
let alone underage people.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that shit.
It's pretty wild. Thanks for sending that in,
Yeah, don't ever.
Rebecca.
I mean, don't ever feel bad for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should get fucking arrested for being a fucking pedophile.
Thank you. But can we also talk about how women just automatically feel like this is their fault?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's
we know, she knows, Rebecca knows, like, this dude sucks and I can't believe he did this. But why are we as women trained to feel bad that he got in trouble for being a shitty person?
Yeah.
We shouldn't have to feel guilty about that.
Oh, is it wrong to give somebody a compliment? Would be his retort, which is the shittiest thing you can say.
It is
Because
when
it
they're
is.
14.
It is wrong to give somebody
good
a
save,
compliment.
Joshua.
But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you guys.
You know what's wild is before the break we talked about we've never gaslit you on the show, and then we accidentally just gaslit you.
What do you mean accidentally?
You did it on purpose.
You were doing that accidentally? What
Yeah.
did we gaslight about?
Karma's a beach.
Oh, I don't think she actually believed that.
No,
he didn't.
I could see it in her eyes.
I could see it in her smile.
Can you do the little ding in post like this? Ding.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Erika. I don't think I can.
Oh, it's not that hard.
Add a little sparkle.
You already got it, honey. Them pearly whites. What an episode, Erika.
I know.
Always bringing it hot. You got to read for your own birthday app.
I know.
That's not always a given.
I
Yeah,
know.
I don't think I got to read on my birthday episode.
That's because we don't like you. I'm just kidding.
Christian, how does it?
That makes a lot of sense. That actually makes a whole lot of sense.
No, I'm just
I like.
kidding.
No, I think I might just leave, guys. How about we just have a podcast with just you two?
Then
I'm starting my.
we can name it Lady and Tangentleman, and we'll be the spin-off of Ladies and Tangents.
If they give us their blessing, did we talk about how they followed us on Instagram?
Pretty big. We've
We did
got
not
some
talk
big
about-
name followers on TikTok and Instagram,
I'm
fellas.
so excited about that.
And ladies and NBs.
I fangirled so hard when Christian showed me that.
I mean, I fucking creamed my jeans when Eddie Burback became my TikTok friend, or our TikTok friend.
Yeah.
And Ebelina Sabrina.
It's
So-
pretty
Pretty
wild.
exciting.
We're just trying to slowly work our ways into like being friends with some of these cool people. So
Yeah, I'm
We're
just trying
cool
to get
people.
just invited to like a single like creator event.
yeah, we won't go.
Well, no, I'll go and then I'll see them and then I'll be like, "Oh, this is actually too much. I gotta leave."
Mm.
Then I'll hang out in the hotel and be like, "Man, I really wish I would have like gone a little bit outside of my comfort zone."
Eric, off the top of your head, just randomly, do you know Ladies and Tangents, their height? Like, are they tall or?
I feel like Jerry's tall, and I feel like Sierra is not tall.
Mm.
But I could be wrong
I just
because they do their podcast sitting down.
right, so it's hard to tell.
I don't know.
I just have this weird thing because I'm not that short. I'm 5'9". I'm average height, but I feel like I only associate with tall people or like enjoy listening to people's content that is tall.
You,
Like everybody, like
I refuse to listen to short people talk.
I was gonna go to we were gonna go to a Hey Riddle Riddle show before the pandemic had even hit, so I bought tickets, and it's like, oh yeah, we can go meet him after the show or whatever. And Aaron, who's the shortest, is fucking 5'10", I think, and then Adel and JPC are both like 6'2", and then like everyone's just tall. Why is everybody tall?
We would have made you feel comfortable. Like we would have all held your hand and kind of swung you when we did the meet and greet.
Josh want uppies for the picture. Well, guys, how about you give us some uppie votes on YouTube and TikTok.
Stop that right now.
And leave us positive reviews.
I mean, yes, please do all of those things, but not because Josh did whatever he just did.
please.
Yeah.
Christian, where can they leave us a review, or where should they?
You could best place to leave a review, Apple.
Mm-hmm.
Give us that 5-star. Let us know, like, oh, we're so funny, Christian, you're my favorite.
Let us know who the hottest one is, and let us know who
Please
the
don't.
funniest one is.
Oh,
Wish
no,
me a happy
let's-
birthday in that review.
Let us know who's the most birthday it is.
Guys,
It's me.
here's the problem. Hottest one, it's gonna be Erika's the hottest, and it's gonna be funniest one. It's either gonna be Josh or Erika, because Josh is gonna get all the people that are like, I love his shitty bad jokes.
No, not shitty or bad.
And they'll be like, oh, I love Erika's, like, she gets in there with the quips, and like, nice precision jab with that joke. And then they'll just like, and Christian's there just being a fucking weirdo.
Christian's the dark horse.
I'm the dark horse. I don't even know what that
the
means.
dark
dark
host. I'm the dark hoe.
Yeah.
Erika, where can they find us on social? I know you just said it, but one more time, honey, with a
Instagram.
smile.
Smile, please.
You're prettier when you smile. God.
If you use that for the thumbnail, I'm going to kill one of you, whichever one does it.
No, we have to. That's gonna be all the TikTok images.
No.
Just be that face.
You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter,
Patreon,
YouTube,
LinkedIn,
OnlyFans,
not LinkedIn. OnlyFans.
Lettered box.
Letterboxd.
We have a follower on Letterboxd now, so we really need to put content on
shit.
there. Yeah.
Well, I had one, and then you guys talk shit about it, and I had to delete it because I felt self-conscious.
Erika, what's the tag?
At Judgies Pod. JUDGIES Pod.
And guys, where can you listen to the next episode? Right here on next week. Bye.
Okay, bye.
That Judgies love you.
Aurora, this is the biggest piece of cake ever.